Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Falcon 210 Pro. There are two options when it comes to the Falcon, either an ARF or an RTF, which comes with an Eachine i6 transmitter. You can choose from three different flight controllers. They are CC3D, NAS 32, and SP Racing F3. First off, I gotta commend Banggood for shipping their products in boxes. This is actually the first time I received a quad that's packaged inside another box. It looks like Banggood's starting to listen to their customers. Great job, guys. This is Eachine's edition of the FlySky i6. It is physically identical. The only thing different is the firmware, which puts a block on certain options. Not to worry though, this can be bypassed by holding down different sequences of buttons while powering the radio on. To access the menu, hold the bottom inner trim buttons while powering the TX on. The other one is to access the factory menu, and it's accessed by holding down both sticks down and to the left while powering the radio on. Next we have a 5.8 GHz antenna. It's an LHCP, so make sure this matches with your other antenna. It is a bit heavy, it weighs almost 14 grams. It's got a very stiff stem which allows it to hold its position very well. This is the bind plug for the FlySky IA6 receiver. This is a 3-cell 1500 milliamp LiPo with an XT60 connector. It weighs almost 108 grams. Next up we have a standard cheapo battery charger. I would recommend tossing this and picking up something a little bit better if you plan to stay in this hobby. Otherwise, go ahead and keep it and charge your LiPo packs at a rate 50 times slower than what a more advanced charger would charge at. The reason why I say it's slower is because it charges through the balance plugs, while a more advanced charger will charge through your pack's main plug. Got some nice looking 5045 bullnose props. We get two full sets, one in green and one in black. I think these will be quite powerful. And finally, the Falcon 210 Pro. It's definitely a unique looking quad. I've never seen anything else like this. A battery strap that's already in place. It seems like it's snagged on something inside because I wasn't able to tug on it at all. A really awkward placement for the receiver. I guess there wasn't enough space inside, so they decided to put it on the outside. The camera is well protected and it sits on an adjustable mount, but it doesn't allow for much up tilt, which is definitely a drawback. Foam pad on the bottom, it provides a little protection. Got some bottom mounted ESCs, long antenna wires just sticking out. The Falcon's power comes from 42204 2300 kilovolt motors. They are all well protected thanks to plastic King Kong motor guards. The motors feel very smooth and are very quiet. They seem to have excellent bearings. Each motor weighs in at 25 grams apiece. The top plate measures in at 3 millimeters thick. This area only seems to be present to be able to fit the FPV camera. GoPro and other similar cameras don't fit. Lots of UART ports on the flight controller. Bottom plates are 1.5 millimeters each. You got some rear LEDs that will blink when you roll or pitch. As you can see, with the battery mounted on top, the propellers are extremely close to it. This was not very well thought out. And to make matters even worse, the battery cables are in the path of the spinning props. You actually have to wrap the cables around the antenna to keep them from cutting them up. Let's see how it looks powered up. You will need to use a tool to change the channels on the VTX, anything thin enough to fit in the hole to press the side mounting button. I think it would have been a lot better if it was a top facing button. This was a big fail for Eachine. Everything was one big mess, from crappy ESCs to the strange arrangement of the receiver. I think this quad has far too many issues. I mean, the issue with the props hitting the battery alone would have made me not want to buy it. They need to go back to the drawing board with this one.